Hello, this is Johnny. Today we're going to talk about how we're going to hack the JXD from a regular stock firmware to customer firmware. So just briefly let you see what this thing have is the information before we hack it. It's using the GB2 underscore retro games, and the firmware is version 1.0.0. 2019 November of 07. Okay, and so we are going to hack this so that it will have customer firmware and the step you need to do and everything. Okay, it's a little bit different in the beginning because the address is different to back up your own stock firmware. I recommend you do a backup on your JXD before you do anything else with it. So we're going to spend the first half of showing you how to back it up and how to get the correct address to back up your system. Each system might be different, might look the same, but might be a little bit different. Okay. Now, if you cannot back up your system, that means you cannot do customer firmware. Okay. Now, some of you might have something look similar to this. It might say a different name. If you have a system, do not say JXD or AIWO. Don't buy those and try to do customer firmware because the customer firmware do not support those other than AIWO and JXD. Now the link that I'm about to give you is only for JXD. Okay, it's not for AIWO. The tool and the step might be similar, but the difference between the JXD is that the screen resolution is better than the AIWO. Okay, JXD have a better screen and a better battery life and a more powerful speaker in the back. Okay, so just let you know. All right, I put a tape here because I'm about to take the SD card, put it here, and show you how to get a customer firmware SD card. Your regular SD card will not work on this system, just FYI. I know the old AIW will work with your old SD card and put it back to the what you call it, the stock firmware or the original firmware, retail firmware. But this one, once you hack it, it will take you to customer firmware, and you won't able to use your original stock firmware like this, like the other version have. Okay, just FYI. Maybe in the future we will, if you really want to. If the hacker right now, he's tied up with too much. That to him is, you know how things going on in the world right now. So please understand, this is just a hobby of fun things that that he does, but none of us make living out of this. We're doing this just to help our community and help people to have fun and just sharing each person's hobby, each person's interest with each other. And that's the reason I have YouTube, is to share information what I know with you guys and not asking money from anybody or anyone or even YouTube. That's why you don't see me do there's no commercial in my YouTube channel, because I'm not really making money. I got enough subscriber that I could, but right now I'm pretty blessed, and so I'm okay. Okay, maybe in the future I might. I'm thinking about it, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I want to do that to as a. But anyway, let's go back to this. First, you do have to plug the power in. Make sure you have enough power on your system. If you're not sure, just plug it in and make sure it's always plugged in, so you don't have to worry about that when you are hacking or upgrading the custom firmware, that it will freeze on you or die on you. And then I plug this to the port number 1 on the top. Okay, you need to have a USB male on both sides, one to plug here and one to plug into your PC. Okay, your laptop, PC, whatever you want to plug in. And then you have to install the driver. All right, so we're going to plug that in. Now, we haven't done anything to it yet. Okay, so in order for it to be in a safe mode, first we turn the power off. Okay, we're going to go ahead to the back, turn the power off. All right, now we're going to hold the return button, hold it, hold, and then plus the power back on. Okay, and you should hear something in your computer when it's connected. That's only if you install the driver. Now, if you did not install the driver, maybe I should plug that in port number 2. Let me try that again. Let me plug it to port number 2. I haven't done this for a long time, so yeah, pardon me. Let's try it with port number 2, see if it works. By holding the return, just put you in a safe mode. Nope, it does not recognize it. Alright, let's see what am I doing wrong. Because it is not going to the safe mode at all. Alright, let me change out the cable. Maybe it's a cable issue. Alright, okay, let me go change the cable and we will repeat this right away. Okay, it turned out that it was the cable, and I went and used my phone cable. My phone cable I have a special adapter that I bought, where this is a phone cable, okay, which plug into Android. All right, the thing is microUSB, okay. So microUSB is like this, okay. And so what I do is I plug into my adapter to a male USB. So if you cannot find a cable, you could always buy this adapter, and I'll put that in the link where you could get this one on, and then you could buy the one is a USB to USB, but you need to get a cable. If you don't have a cable, you can do nothing else. You could just download the link I gave you, and then once you get the cable, then you could do this. Okay, so first you have to install the driver. Okay, I already installed the driver, so we're going to kind of do the opposite. We're going to show you how to link to the laptop, and then I'll show you how to install the driver, because I already installed the driver already. Okay, so anyway, if you plug this in to port number 1, okay, port number 1, there's 1, 2, number 1, okay, then you hold the return button, press and hold it, then you turn the power, push, okay, you still hold it until you hear the sound, ding ding ding, mean it's connected. Okay, so you could look up. Okay, so it's black screen, that means it's good. Okay, that means we are in a safe mode. All right, so now we are going to the laptop, and we're going to talk about everything what we need to do to make it work. Okay, you might say, well, Johnny, why don't you just use the screen capture from the laptop? But it's clear doing it that way, but at the same time, I can do this. If I'm recording from here, I could do this. See that? I can zoom in and you can see it better. Instead of me doing a screen capture from the screen, the font's always going to stay in the same size. At least I'm recording from iPhone, I can zoom in, zoom out, zoom in, zoom out, so make it better for y'all. Now, when you get this link from me, you will have this, okay? It will say JXD Custom Firmware. All right, so you're gonna copy that link. All right, let's do it together. So make sure everything works. You copy that link and you put it on. Let's just make this go back to the main screen, okay? And you paste it. Press enter. All right, I think you have to paste it on the top. You can't just paste it anywhere. Let's move that screen back up a little bit higher and make this darker and zoom in closer. Okay, so what I did is, let's go back. So what I did have nothing here. I just paste it right on top. They call this a URL, where you paste the stuff. Okay, once you paste it, just press enter. All right, so now you are in my JXD Custom Firmware 2.02. This is the latest version for the AIWO as well as for JXD Custom Firmware. Okay, and so you just look at the screen. This is what you're going to have. Now there's a README file that's created by the hacker that I modified a little bit to be the same as JXD because the instruction is pretty much the same. You're going to be needing this one. This is the Android tool. You need this, and you need this Custom Firmware to hack it. Okay, so when you unzip this, you're going to put this file inside this folder. Okay, now before you do all this, you have to install the driver first. So let me just point to a finger, you see better. Okay, first you have to install this driver, and then you have to run the 2.7. That one. Okay, you're going to unzip everything. You need to do this one, this driver first, so that when you plug in this machine, you will hear the sound like we just heard. Okay, so first thing you have to do is download all this, unzip this, install this program, and then unzip everything. Then you plug your machine in. Okay, once you plug your machine in, then you will hear the cling noise. Okay, so now we are in the we're in the right place. Okay, here's just showing you where to download my driver, which actually is repeating itself, I think. Now this is the original link that where I got it from. Okay, this is just where you get the software. Okay, in case you cannot find the software, which I provide in my link. So both of this link is in here. Okay, so you don't need those two on the top. All right, you just need this one. Okay, all right, this one have everything covered for you. All right, let's go to the PC now. Let's zoom back out. Let's go to folder, not PC. We are in PC. What I'm talking about. All right. All right, let's minimize this one and focus on this one. Okay, and let's go ahead and zoom in, and let's talk about the folder. All right, so when you unzip the program, let me move that stuff out of my way. Okay, so first you're going to do is unzip your now there's a new version which I rather you not try because I don't know what's in it, and I don't know would it really benefit you. I mean, this version 4.8 is already, I mean, it's good, it's running good, but if you want to do this one, I don't guarantee it will work or not because it's new. It's from this link that I just minimized, this one, this link right here. Let me just go ahead and show you to you. This is where you download all the driver you're seeing right here. To make this work, you just go to your website, and let's go ahead and put this you just put this on top, and here's all the driver. Okay, you got the 2.4, which you need to hack your system. This is to tell you what kind of address you need to back it up your system, and how to also hack what address you need to hack it. Okay, and so we are going to run the driver first. Driver is down here, driver assistant. Okay, and this is a 4.91. so I don't know you need this one or not, but this is the only three that we are using, okay, from this link. All right, so enough of that. Let me go back to, let's get this going. All right, so let's go ahead and unzip this. Normally I always zip it. When I say unzip it, it normally is called extract. So I extract it to the dry assistant. So that way, oops, sorry, I didn't create those folders, so I normally put it into a folder. The stuff that I gave you, you don't extract it to a folder, you extract it here. Okay, that's the difference, because you put everything in the right place. This one, in this case, it does. I rather put it because see, it doesn't create a folder, so everything is here. Now to install it, you just click on driver install, and it pretty much will install it for you. Okay, so you just say yes, you want to install it. Okay, in my case I'm going to say no because I already installed it. All right, So once you install it, it should work. Okay. I have a video that I actually installed this from the beginning. So if you want to watch that, I'll give you the whole AIW list. It's my YouTube playlist where I put everything that related to this with this console in the same folder. So all the video, like how to create playlists for the retro art, how to fix problem, how to back up your data, they're all in the same YouTube video playlist. Okay, so I'll provide that link for you. All right, so we're gonna go in, and once you run in the driver, if it cannot find it, you tell it that the driver is located here. You going to be using x64. Most of your computer is running on 64-bit. Okay, and then you choose the operating system. I'm using Windows 10. All right. Okay, so this is for PC people. For Linux, I don't have Linux system, so I couldn't really help you on that. So, okay, enough. So that after you install the driver, you're going to run this program. Now you're going to say, well, John, you didn't show me unzip it. So you're going to take this one and you're going to right click. You're going to say 7-zip, and you're going to extract it to its own folder. Okay. All right. Not extract here, but extract to a folder. Once you finish extracting to a folder, it's going to look like this. You can double click on the folder, and this is what you see. Now, my version is in English. Okay, I fix it so when you execute your program, you don't have to go freak out like me. It's like, whoa, why is it all Chinese? I can't read this. You might say, well, you Chinese? How come? I'm not Chinese. I'm from Taiwan. I grew up in American. So you could pretty much say I born here, like ABC, but I would actually be called ABT, American born Taiwanese. But anyway, coming back to this, and you want to find out exactly what is the, so you're going to click, I guess I haven't done this for a long time. Let me see. There you go. You click on development tool. Okay, and then you get a whole bunch of this pop-up error. Sorry, I'm a little bit rusty. I haven't done this for a long time. Okay, so let me rewind a little bit. Close it out. You're going to open this Android tool exe. You double click it. Okay, it's gonna ask you sure? Yes. Once you open, you're gonna click on develop partition. Okay, and it's going to give you this error because we don't have this miscellaneous, so did not find it because we don't have that. Okay, so don't worry about it. It's going to ask, we don't have this either, so don't worry about it. Click OK. We don't have kernel. We're not upgrading, changing the kernel. Okay, that's one thing we are not doing. Okay, so we click OK. We don't have a recovery partition, so don't worry about that. And we don't have this either. And we don't have that either. Okay, so it's finished. So those are the address you need. All right. So what I'm going to do is copy those address. I don't know how I'm going to copy it, but those are the address you will be using to back up your data for the update, trust, boot, roots, and user data. Okay. So we are going to create that folder, create that how-to folder. Okay, this is my resizing folder. This is not it. So I'm going to go back to my folder, go back out, and I have one. It's called JXD. No, that's the software link. Oh, I'm going to change that to AW. So I'm taking my old stuff and modifying this. So we are making sure everything I'm doing is live, like it's not something I'm assuming it work. Something we're going to make it work. Okay, so those are the stuff that the information from the old system. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to transfer this information to here. Okay, and I'm going to rename this to JXW backup, and then once I finish that, I will continue. Okay, so I went and modified, copy all this information over to this text file. Okay, and I will put this text file into the Google Drive and share this information. So you don't have to. If you want to skip this step, you could. But this is how actually, it's best you run it. That way your address is yours based on your system, not based on mine. Just in case mine and yours might be a little bit different. Maybe. Okay. More likely no, but maybe. Okay. So the stuff that I wind up have to change was this 3 line right here. Okay. The is 25800. So I had to change that to 25800. Okay. And it end with 105 DF right here. And then this one, it stayed the same, 70. I think instead of 6800 for the AIW is 78. So anyway, this is the 3 that is different from this 3 down here. Okay, so in case you're wondering, all right, this is the AIW backup. Okay, and this is for the JXD. Okay, so you put this, restore the AIWO, and this one is restore the JXD. Okay, don't get it confused. I put a line here to let you know in case you want to look at the difference. Okay, so now this is the customer firmware. So after you finish backing up, you have to run this command. That's it. Okay, so let's go ahead and close that. You don't need that no more. So the next thing you want to do, the first one you want to do is download that. Second one you want to do is run that program. Then the third one you want is the 2.4. Okay, so we're going to take that, unzip it to its own folder, created the 2.4 folder now. Okay, we're going to open that folder. All right, I renamed the folder so you read English instead of, but inside still have some Chinese and English mixed together. So, but don't worry about it. Okay. So first you have to make sure your JXD is plugged in. It's on the safe mode. Remember we checked that it was on a black screen and it make a noise, so it's connected. So we're going to double click the tool exe. Okay. I'm going to say yes. All right. Now here's the important part. You might asking, well, based on that tool, it did not give me this full backup address. So how would I know what address to use to back up a full copy of JXD? You're going to come over here on the left side and it say PID right here. You see that? PID. You are going to use this address 0x310C. Okay? Which is the same right here. 0x3110C. Okay? And if you want, you could just like copy it, highlight it, press Control C on your keyboard, Control C, come over here, delete that, Control V for paste. There you go. This is how you're gonna back it up. All right. Now, when you run those commands, it's going to save everything into the folder here. Okay, it automatically will save it here. So the first thing you want to do is press 1. And press 1. All right. Let's do the clear screen. Maybe it's clear. You know how different systems have different way of. Let's see. Clear, ls. No, ls is listing. CS. There you go. CS. All these different commands on different systems. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to right click, copy this. And then on your mouse, you're going to do right click, paste it. Right click again. Okay. Now it show up. You're going to press enter. So that's how you do. See that file is showing up. See, it's backing up. It's done. That quick. Full backup is done. Do the next one. Okay. That's how you do backup on your data. Right click, enter. Done. This file is not that big. Surprising, but most of your, It's just an operating system, hardly have anything inside. That's why we couldn't do anything or modify it, because there's hardly anything in there. You know, just retro with no nothing, no setup, no nothing. Man, we're almost done. Pretty fast, huh? Last one. Okay. Come on, baby. It's almost done. Then we're not going to restore it. Now, if you're going to restore it, that means you don't want the customer firmware no more. You want to put it back the way it was. Then you do the restore. Then it will put everything back the way it was before you started. Okay. Unless like you want to sell it to somebody and say, well, I don't want the whatever stuff you have. I want it back to the stock firmware, original firmware. This is how you put it back. Same way we're just doing, but the opposite. Instead of RL, we're going to do WL to restore. Okay, I'm going to press that one, enter. All right, the hacking is very easy. Less than 2-3 minutes, you're done. Okay, hacking is very easy. Now you have to create an SD card. That's the one that's going to take some time. Okay, so your backup is finished. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 files. You're done. You finished backing up your data. All right. Now we're gonna hack it. Now you need to get this file in here, in this folder. Where you get that file? Because if you don't have that file, you run this command. Guess what it's gonna say? It's gonna say, I don't know who you are. I can't find the file. See, you press enter. Say I can't find the file. File error. See. So you need to go out here, grab this file. Now before you grab this file, you need to unzip it. So you take this file called JXD and you right click it and you're going to do extract, not to a folder, but to here, extract here. Okay. Once you extract it, it's going to create this image file, img. Okay. You're going to drag this img and put it into a folder 2.4. You're going to move it to here. Now you have this file. All right. Now, this file wasn't there when we started this program, so I'm not sure it's going to work. So if it doesn't work, we just close it out, we open it again, and it will work. So let's see if it will work after we already started the program. So let's try again. Just do an arrow key up and down. It will change the arrow key up and down. Will change you back what you type. So that's what I just did. Now I'm pressing arrow key down to go back to the last thing I just did. Okay, so I'm going to press enter. It worked. Okay, so you don't have to close and reopen it. All right, so after this, we're done with the customer firmware. Now, the problem is it won't boot up to anything because you don't have an SD card created for the hack, okay, for the customer firmware. So we need to go create an SD card. All right, so you could use a couple of software. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab I guess any SD card for now, just for testing. And I might as well get a 128 SD card. Yeah, 128 SD card. All right, let me reject my SD card out and put a new one in. And we're going to format it. And we're going to do all kinds of stuff. Now, this is a good time to go download Johnny's stuff. You know, Johnny's stuff that from the... A bit put this SD card so I won't mess up with my other SD card. Okay. All right. Now, if you already have an SD card, you could pop it in. You know, but let's do the correct way. Okay, I pop in an SD card. This is HP's laptop, so it's going to give me that. Anyway, it's 100% completed. What we're going to do is burn the SD card to the SD card, to the system. All right. To burn that, you need to have, let's go back out to the main boot. Okay. You need the one called junk SD card. All right. Don't ask me why it's called junk, because the guy who created wanted to call it junk. I asked him why you call it junk. He said, I just want to call it junk. Okay. So anyway, don't let the name fool you. It's not junk. It's a very well written program that he did, and it's a wonderful job that he done that make this work wonderfully. So you should give him a thanks. If you know, if you're in the G or what's that in this program called you know, there's my video. This is a good time to download this and put it into your playlist, and boom, you will have this automatic. Okay, you don't have to do nothing. All right, I'll show you, you know, how to do it. All right. So first thing you gotta do, you gotta burn this image. So you got to unzip it. So you say extract here. Okay. And you're gonna say, do you want to overwrite it? No, I don't. I already have it. So why I want to overwrite it? So anyway, you go unzip it, and there's your file right there. All right. So you have to burn your SD card. So we pop in the SD card. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a format. Okay. Now you want to format to a FAT32. I recommend you format it to FAT32. If you haven't, first you got to do is use a regular SD card format, because this one will not fix any problem. If you have more than one image, you will have problem using this. If you have more than one image and you use this one will take care of it. Okay. So my SD card probably have a whole bunch of junk in it. Okay. So no, I don't. It's a straight format. So anyway, I'm gonna format it again. All right, which will delete everything I have in there, which is fine. Format, yes. Okay, it's finished format. The second thing you want to do, this is called SD card formatter. Okay, next thing you want to do is format it with FAT32. You could like Google search it, you could find it. This, I have this. You know what? Maybe I just put it into. Maybe I just upload it for you, then you don't have to load. I'll put those two files into your download directory so you could use it. So you don't have to look for it. All right, FAT32. Make sure you pick the right drive. If you pick the wrong drive, you will damage your SD card. Oh, guess what I did? Guess what I just found out? I was having problem putting this tutorial out because I lost all my stuff. Luckily, I upload a lot of stuff to the Google Drive and stuff. But I lost my hard drive because when I first bought it, the Western Digital. Okay, let's go ahead and format. Stop talking. Format. And what I did is, I know there was a problem with my hard drive, 5 terabyte. But I decided to keep it because I need it, and I don't want to wait for another week for it. So I decided to keep it, and it went pretty well for 4 months. And today I woke up and it died on me, like totally died. I cannot even see the drive. I plug it into another computer, doesn't see it. Nobody see it, nothing see it. So I'm like, great. So I don't remember what I have in there. I never write it down, so I have no clue. Like this 8 terabyte, it has stuff here, but doesn't have no firmware. So I had to re-download the customer firmware for AIWO. I had to re-download everything. So luckily I was able to recover and get the driver to do this video. All right. So SD card is both formatted. So the SD card have nothing inside. Let's go look at it. So now the SD card had junk, empty folder. Okay, we're going to burn the SD card. So first we did the SD, and then we did the format fix, and then we did the FAT32 format. So if you look at the SD card right now, it's going to say FAT32. I forgot to tell you that before I close it. Okay, my H drive? I'm gonna do property, and it's gonna show you it's FAT32 now. See, FAT32 right there. System file system FAT32. Okay, so now we're going to you could use this one. Now, one thing good about this one is you don't have to unzip it. You could just use this one as long as .zip. You could use this program. But I prefer to use this one. Either one is fine. Okay. If you want to use this one, let's use this one. I haven't used this one on most of my video. I use this one, but let's go ahead and use this one because a lot of people want to use this one. This one is one thing cool about it is that let me go to the JIW Custom Firmware. is you could keep the file as zip file as long as well, it won't work if it's a 7-zip, but if it's a .zip, it will work. But since it's a 7-zip, you still have to unzip it. Okay, you could drag and drop it, or you could just tell it where to go. Let me just drag and drop it. This is a junk SD card. Don't get it confused. This is for only SD card. All right. You don't want to run this command. Okay. One day I was sleepy and I tried to run this command on my console, and I'm like, why it doesn't work? You don't want to do that. Okay. All right. All right. So you recognize. See, you recognize. So now I select the target. It will list all your target. The one I want is the H. So SD card 128 gigabyte H drive. Okay. So I'm gonna put a check on it. Make sure you put a check on it. Don't put the wrong one. You're gonna mess up. Put the one you're gonna do. SD card H. Okay. H. See. All right. Continue. And then you're gonna click flash. Continue. You sure? Is a SD card USB? Yes. Continue. Alright. He says he's gonna modify your stuff. Yes, go ahead. Whatever you need to do. Get it done. Alright. Okay, I just upload 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for you, so you don't have to go look for it. SD card is the first one we use to format the SD card. The second one is this one is format FAT32. Okay, so it's right here. And the third one is the after you do the etcher, is to burn your SD card. And once you finish burning SD card, we're going to run this program called the mini tool partition. All right, so I have all that for you. Now we're going to run the image burner. So the etcher is completed. We hope you enjoy using the etcher. So we're going to close that out. So now we're going to run the mini tool. Now, before we run it, I just want to show you what it looks like before we start to do anything. So let you see that you actually create a couple partition. Okay, so let's look at the PC. We see we could find it. All right, so okay, it turned out that I have to pop the SD card out and then pop it back in. I don't know why, but this is the first time I used etcher using the button. Normally I just use the Win32, right here, Win32 disk manager. This one actually comes with Windows 10, so I just use that one. But this one, the etcher is kind of a bit strange. But anyway, I pop it back in and it pop up with the H and the K. Okay, you might say H have an error or something. Don't worry about it. It always say that. Okay, go to K, and this is what you get in the game folder. You get a video. The video is actually tell you who's in the team that make this happen, so you could play it. It's pretty cool. It show you who's the team that make this possible. And now you need this file. Do not delete this file, because if you delete it, this program will not work. Okay, the program. So you want to give a thanks to LB426 and the rest of the team that make this possible. And there's me. Alright, so you don't want to delete anything. You could add to it, but don't delete, not add to the video, but add to the folder, the game folder. Okay, and then the retro, guess what? There's nothing in the system folder. You need the core. So all the core file, you need to download it, put it in here. Okay, and I'll show you where you find the core file. The bio, whatever bio you need to put in here. So I provide you with all that stuff that you could, whenever you download something, you could just make it work. So let's go ahead and open up my I forgot where I put that. Let me look for my download from. You want to download from here. You want to get into a group called AIWO on the Disclose. This is a group where people chat and talk to each other. I'm not the one who created, so I don't know how to give you right or how to I was having problem trying to get myself into this account. I don't use this a lot, but now I do use it a lot. But I don't know how to set this up and add you to the list. So anyway, you could find the group. You could request to be in the group, and they will add you into the group. That I think that's how it go. Okay. But yeah, you want to click on this YouTube and download the link. And once you finish download it, you want it to extract it here. And I'll show you how to do that. All right, let's go ahead and download this. So I'm gonna go ahead and go to YouTube and get my link because I think that my 5 gigabytes is the one that I downloaded to, and that drive is dead right now. And so I don't know where's my file is. So what you do is you go down to here and you go to the second one. The first one will ask you for the key. Go to the second one. And then you want to go ahead and download this into your hard drive.
Hello, this is Johnny. Today I have AIWO Custom Firmware version 2.0
Why
and
is it
up.
still talking? Awesome.
Right now you could either get I prefer the 2.0, but you could also upgrade to a 2.02. They're pretty much the same. It's just that you need to back up your file. Like if you haven't seen my old video.
There you go. I apologize for that. All right. So let's go ahead and download this. And you do a right click and just do a standard download because it's already zipped. Okay. You don't need to zip it up again. So just standard download. And you do not want to install. No, I don't want to install this. Okay, Mega Drive is giving me a hard time. I'm having problem downloading, and those of you might have the same problem. So what I suggest is install a Firefox. I'm using a Firefox. Okay, and you want to install this little link called a plugin. Okay, and this plugin, what it does, it allow you to download it, and it asks you what you want to download. You want to download zip file, not video. Download zip file. Okay, and then it asks you where you want to put it. Okay, so you could call whatever you want to call it. You want to say download a AIWO main. That's what this is. Okay, and it will create this folder for you. Okay, so you just put a check here, uncheck JPEG, uncheck the video. You just want the zip file. Okay, and it automatically download into your download folder. So you say download. See, select no item selected. Okay, we'll download all file. All right, download. So what it's doing is it's downloading a file. Was he trying to download? Say finish. I had no clue what it download. Okay. I just realized that I didn't know that Mega Drive make you do this. So if you download something that is real big, it won't let you download. So you have to click on download Mega Drive apps. And I guess you have to install this stupid apps to make it work. So let's go to the download folder and just download this and try it. So I'm facing the same kind of stuff you guys are. Somebody suggests me put this on the Mega Drive because it give you 50 gigabyte space, so more space than so I guess it's downloading it. Yeah, it's still downloading. So I want to, once it finished downloading, we're going to, I guess, reinstall this, and then we could download this. That's what it looked like I have to do in order to do that. I mean, you guys have other ways around to doing this, like you could install some different software that you could grab this directly from here without having to do this. But apparently, we're doing this. So let's do this and see how it go. Okay. All right, download is finished. Let's go ahead and run the program. See if we can install the newer version of Mega Drive, see if that make any difference. Install for anyone using this computer. I'm installing the Mega Drive software to see what happens. I'll save this link so you guys could download that in case you needed to. Just close down the old one. Man, yeah, create account. Okay, so what I did is I did install the program and it's going to create this stupid Megamind. So you have to log in and it say I already have exceeded the storage which I did. I just expire because it gave you like 30 days and it automatically expire. So then he asked me, do you want to buy and stuff like that? So I just say no, I don't want to buy anything. So if you go to see, I did not use the full 50 gig, but they after 50 days is over, it's going to say you exceeded the space. So anyway, don't worry about that. Just go back here now. Now, after you install that extra software, you could click download, and it's going to ask you where you want to download to. So you just select your physical drive. Let's go ahead. I guess I'll put it here in iDrive. Select that, and then you click always download this. Okay, that's fine. Click OK, and please select the download folder for the iDrive. I don't have a download folder. I'm just going to click OK. All right. So then it's going to download your stuff. And it says it's going to take about 41 minutes to download. So you let it download. Then once it finished downloading, then you could continue and unzip it. And then, so before, it's going to take 40 some minutes. So let's minimize this. And then there's one thing I haven't told you yet. So after you burn this SD card, let's look at the SD card for right now. Your SD card is going to show this is what you have. Now, if you look at the property of the SD card, after you burn it, it's only going to say you have your space is only 592 megabyte. You now have 120 gigabyte, not megabyte, gigabyte. And so you're not utilizing the full amount of space. And it's partitioned to a small FAT32, which is right here, FAT32. So your space, you're not utilizing the full gigabyte. So we need to use this software. Now, I already downloaded that software into your folder. You just need to install it. It's a free software. And once you install it, you just open it. And it takes a while to open. Once you open this, you're going to repartition your SD card. So you're going to click here. And it's going to search for your hard drive. Get all the information of AV hard drive you have in here. And once it loaded, I'm going to show you how to partition the hard drive. Okay, once it's loaded, this will show up, and you're going to click no. You don't want to upgrade to 11 because 11 it gives you a trial version, but then later it asks you to pay. This one is a free one, so just say no on this one. And then there's some backup mini. Just close that. It's just an advertisement. All right, so you're gonna look for the drive that we just installed. So we created a H, and one is called ext2, and then one is called a K FAT32. So you want to merge this one and this one together, okay? So you could put game in it. This other two, you don't really do nothing with it. So K drive is the one that you are looking at right now. So make sure you close the K drive before you continue, because otherwise when you continue, it's going to give you an error where it's going to say cannot complete. So go click on something else other than the K drive. All right. Now what you want to do is right click and say right click here. Right click here on the K. Okay. Let me do it again. Right click on the K and then move and resize. So you're going to increase all the space that you are not using. So now you have extra 117 gigabyte in your system. You do OK. So now your K have enough space to put game in it now. Otherwise, you won't have enough space. Now, to make it happen, you have to click Apply. On the left corner on top, click on Apply, say Yes, and then this is what it's doing on the K drive. So if you leave your file manager open to K drive, when this is doing it, it's going to give you an error or fail. So you want to close your K drive. Make sure nothing is pointing to your K drive. Then you continue with this, and once it's finished, then we could go ahead and unzip the game that I have that we are downloading right now, and then we could put it on the SD card, and then we could test it on the system, and then you are ready to go and play with it. Play with the image. And then the other one that I had downloaded, go back and check all my video. I'll give you my main video list, so you could check out all the video, and then you could go from there. So this is how you hack the AIW. And the playlist and everything, you just unzip it, and it will automatically put everything into your. So Once this is finished, we're going to go check out the download, and then we're going to unzip it, and then we're going to test the game out in the new hack. Okay, the partition apply is finished. I'm going to click OK, and now we are done with this program. I'm going to close it, and now if you go back to your K drive, you will see that you have a lot of space now. See, 116 gigabyte instead of a while ago was 516 megabyte. So you got a lot of free space. See all that graded space? You got all this free space now to put game in here. Okay. All right. So let's go to one of my drive, and let's just unzip one of this thing here. Okay. All this is my playlist that I have created. Let's see, upload. There you go. Here all the stuff that I have. I already did a video on it, but I need to create another folder. So what you want to do is, before you do anything, I recommend go ahead and back up your all your stuff right here. So you want to select all, right here, select all, and do a backup first. That way, in case anything broken, like any of your file here is messed up, you have a backup copy for recovery. So you want to go to, where did I put it? JXD Custom Firmware. You want to create a folder called backup, new folder. So you're doing a backup of your customer firmware 2.0.2 SD card. Okay, so you want to back that up and you want to paste it. So if anything go wrong with your SD card, which will, like if you, when you going to like for example change the code and you save it and it doesn't change, it still point to a different one, that means this file is corrupted. Okay, if you do any kind of scan the drive searching, it's supposed to create the game list for you if you search for the folder. And when you save any changes to your RetroArt, if it doesn't save, then this file is corrupted. Okay, or if you boot up and you get a different funny screen color and your wallpaper, everything's gone because this file is messed up. Okay, and then if you have any problem with like control mapping and stuff like that, that means your auto config and config file folder in there is messed up. All right, and if your playlist, your file in here is messed up, you want to back up those. So those are the three areas that I think is very important that you back it up. Okay, so right now we're backing up everything. So if anything go wrong, we know where to go find it and put it back. Okay, so make a good backup copy of the original in case you need it. And also after you finish, after you do all the changes, back up the playlist, back up the config, back up this one, back up all the history here, and also back up your all the file here. Okay, so we're gonna let it finish backing up, and then we're gonna create another folder called, but after we put all the game in here, then we back up those stuff. So we're gonna go ahead and let it copy, and it's gonna take 5 minutes. So we'll be back in 5 minutes. My Mega Drive is still downloading, so in order to find out what you download, you have to click on this little icon from the arrow at the bottom, and then it will show you that it got 54 minutes to complete this download. So this is something new that they have added on guest for Mega Drive. So, but what it does is ask you, when you first install it, it's going to ask you to create an account, and then it give you 50 days. After that, then it's going to be expire, which is mine is expire. And then when you log in, it's going to ask you, do you want to upgrade? Just close it. Don't need to upgrade nothing. Just close it. And then just go right click. And then when you download, it's gonna ask you for this information. For example, it's gonna ask you where you wanna download to, and then you say okay, and then this will happen. This will show up. So that's just a way of they trying to get you to purchase, use it for free, but also purchase, it. And but that's what happened whenever you have free stuff. They always do advertisement, and this is how they do their advertisement is they allow you to download the stuff, but at the same time they want you to get an account or create an account. So I guess you will have to create an account in order to use this. Okay, let me show you how to download the code. See, right now if you go to the game and you go to system, your code is totally empty. Okay, I have a video that show you where you could get the code, but I mean, not where to, okay, so my backup is finished. So what I'm going to do is go back to the retro, okay. I'm going to edit this file called the 3config dot, okay. I'm going to open it with Notepad++. In here, I'm looking for the download link. So you're going to search for this link called Retro Codes, the latest version, okay. So you're going to copy this and paste that link, and that one's located in the line 90. If you're looking, can't find it, it's in line 90. Okay, then you go to the browser, any browser, and then you just put it on top, paste it, press enter, and this will take you to where the code, the latest one. Okay, and this is how you get some of the game that doesn't work to work, because it tell you the date. This was updated in February 8, 2020. Okay, so you can look at the date. Now if you just want, this is everything. Now if you just want just a certain date, like this is including everything, but if you just wanted to like just today's date, you click here and it will give you the today's date. So you look, go down to the very bottom, and it said this is what we were in, the latest version. So today's date is the 27th, but this is 26. So if you click on that, it gives you everything is 26 that have been updated. So right now they have a new version called Final Burnout Neo. Hey, I need that. So I'm gonna go ahead and download that. And because I'm working on the Neo Geo. So I want to go ahead and download that. Say where you want to save it. And you could just say, okay, I want to save it on my SD card. Retro. The new SD card we just created. Go system, code, and we're gonna save it. But we need to unzip it. Okay, because it's a zip file. Alright, so we just finished downloading. We're just going to click on the folder, open the folder, and we're going to unzip it to here. Alright, and once that finished, we could delete the zip file. So now I have the latest version of for Neo Geo, for the arcade game. Okay, so that's how you download it. You go and download it one by one, and once you finish, you have all the latest version that just recently got updated today, like Sega CD that just got down the new version, and you have a new version of this one as well, Nintendo and all that stuff. So you want to constantly come here because they constantly updating this every day. Now what you do is if you go to the latest one, the latest folder, and that will include, like if you're brand new and you never download anything before, you want to go to the latest, and this will give you everything. Okay, everything including the the latest one for this version, and so on. So this is where you go to download your retro art. Okay, so let me go ahead and let me see if I could make a, but it's the same link that I just linked to it. So I guess I could put it on the text file on the description. So where do you get the core latest version? Okay, so I'll put that in the description as well. But that's where you find it. It's from here. Okay. All right. So let's close that out and let's continue. So now you know where to get the cord. That's where you could get it, and or you could get it from me by going to one of the download. So let's do PC Engine. Okay. So if you download the PC Engine, right now I don't have enough space, so that Retore is still going to take 54 minutes to download. I mean the main. So let's just do the PC Engine. Okay. So let's just say you want to do PC Engine and PC Engine CD. Either one. Let's just do PC Engine for you know. So you just right click, boop in the one place. I'm in the wrong folder. See. So I need to be in the main folder. Let me cancel. Okay. We need to be in the main folder of the K right here. Okay. The root. I call this the root, meaning the K drive, right in the root. No folder, just right in the root. ROOT, root. And that's the term that we use for computer people. They say root. When they say root, to mean is the root of the K drive of your SD card, or whatever the might happen to be called K, but yours might be D, E, F, G, whatever. Just the root of the SD card. And you're gonna once you download it into your once you download it on this side right here, you could download on your external hard drive. Then just drag it and right click drag it. Okay, right click drag it, and then it's gonna pop up with this. You can choose whatever way you want to do it. Extract here by using this program, or you use a 7-zip and you say extract here. Okay, and it automatically put everything into the folder for you. Now if it asks you, do you want to overwrite it, you say yes. Okay, if it doesn't, that's fine. But if it does ask you for it, you just say yes. And it doesn't take long. This is just PC Engine have 94 games total, a complete set. So you're gonna let that run, and when it finishes, we could do the CD one as well. Oh, this is the CD. This is a PC Engine. So this is 298 game. This is actually I was look the one I was talking about is this one. So yeah, this one have a lot of file. It's almost finished. Now, if you want to do another one, you just grab the PC Engine, for example. Take that one, right click, drag it, look over your right click button, select 7-zip, and you want to select extract here. So when we turn on the machine, we're going to have PC Engine and PC Engine and Turbo 16 ready for you to play. I wonder why I have another one right here. This is Turbo. This is for Custom Firmware. And then you can also do Turbo CD. We have PC Engine that we just download. The PC Engine just finished. And then we could do Turbo 16. Say yes to all. So let's just check those two out for now. Okay, so now if you go to the game, you have PC Engine, you got TurboGrafx, and you got Turbo 16. Okay, so the only thing you don't have is a CD. Okay, Turbo CD right here. So let's go ahead and do all the Turbo 16. So we're going to do the Turbo CD. Right click, drag it here, drop it, right 7-zip, and extract here. So that'll give you the Turbo CD. Now I need to find is the PC Engine CD. For some reason this one has only had 2 files. We already did that one. This is not the same one. Turbo CD, Custom Firmware. This is the old Custom Firmware. I don't know what happened to my Turbo CD. Okay, the file is finished transferring over. I went and grabbed it from this side and drop it over here. So let's look what we have. We have Turbo 16, we have PC Engine, we have Super Graphic, and Turbo 16. So we got Turbo Graphic CD, and the only one we don't have to complete the list was the PC Engine CD. But that one is a lot of file. So for this purpose of just demoing this, I'm just going to just keep those. Okay, and so everything else is put in place. For example, you go to system, you go to code, and those are only code that you need to run this game. Well, this is the X one that we download. Remember I showed you how to get that. So this is the only 2 you need for all those code to play. And then here are the bio that you need. So automatically add those into it. And if you go to config, you go to retro, and then you go to thumbnail. Now thumbnail have 4 extra folder that was added from the when you say extract here. So when you extract it here, it created those folder for you. And then also if you go to playlist, it should have those 4 playlists, 1, 2, 3, 4. So everything is done for you. And I believe it also created a wallpaper for you. So let's check to see if we have wallpaper. No, this one do not have wallpaper. So if you want a wallpaper, you will have to download. So it doesn't have any special customer wallpaper on this download. Okay, so unfortunately it doesn't. All right, so but if you check my other video, you could download the wallpaper directly and put it here. Okay, so let's go ahead and check this out. We're going to reject the SD card by right click on this. I think I click on it too many times. Oh, here you go. We're going to extract, and then it's going to tell me it's okay to take the. All right, so I'm okay to take that out. So I'll pop the SD card out. See, it says it's safe to take it out. So I'm gonna take the SD card out, and there's the SD card, 128 gig. Okay, this one is a Pony instead of scan disk. This is one of my old SD card that I used for Raspberry Pi before, so I just format it. So I'm gonna put it in back of this. So we could go ahead and turn this power off. Turn the power off. It was on the save mode. And then we can unplug all this back here. Power everything. We're gonna reject the original one SD card out that came with the system. And we're gonna put the new one in face down, upside down, face down. Okay. Put it in. And then we're gonna turn the power on. Let's see if everything worked well. We should have the game all ready to go. Now it doesn't have wallpaper, so it's default to whatever it was from the retro, because we did not download that. So it's taking a little bit longer than usual. Normally it doesn't take that long. Because we did a lot to it, so I don't know. Let's turn the power off again. Let's make sure the SD card is good and in. My cat want me to go sleep. Yeah, it's almost 2 o'clock in the morning. Okay, I changed the SD card. I think the SD card I used was not a good SD card. So I went and grabbed the one that came from AIWO. And there you go, the hack worked. So if you get an SD card that's not compatible, I recommend using Win32 to do it. For this reason, I use the what's that? The other one, it was giving me a problem. So I'm not sure, is it a button? Probably the SD card had an issue, because I have that problem with that SD card. And so yeah, that SD card probably is bad, because that's the reason why my Raspberry Pi wasn't working. But anyway, I used my original SD card that I used from the May burnout, so I couldn't demonstrate that. I apologize. But yes, you could use the SD card you use for AIW, and you could use it for JXD. Both will work, so it doesn't matter. I mean, the SD card image is the same, so it will work for the one, it will work for the other as well. So you could just go and try any game you like and just start a game. So there's the hack. You just have to do all that step that I just showed you, and that's about it. Run the image, go to my video, unzip it directly to your hard drive. Now the PC Engine CD is the only one that you will have to unzip it directly into a game folder, because there's so many files there. So it's not like one zip file and you extract it here. You will have to extract it here into, PC Engine game folder, because there's a alphabet order. So that one is not done the way that every other one does, because all the one that I did so far, they all, if you extract it to the root directory, it will automatically do everything for you. Okay, so yeah, my SD card, that one that I choose the bad SD card. That SD card was damaged, and so that's the reason that the work I did not work. Okay, but yeah, you just pop in pop it in and it should work. All right, hopefully this helped. If you follow the instruction, if you need more instruction help, you could look at the AIW. The only thing different is when you well, it's pretty much the same when you do the customer firmware update. It's the same command line, same address, number 000, 8-digit 0 in front of it. You could just put 20 in front of it, it's fine. But it's total 8-digit of 0 in front of it, and then you run the image file using that Android tool, and then it should work. So that's pretty much it. Hopefully this helped, and I'll talk to you later. I know you guys been waiting for the JXD for a long time, but yeah. Now, just FYI, those of you who just want to know why can I use my original SD card, well, you could, the game still work, it play, but one thing is that the main screen is giving you a black screen. I mean, the gameplay just fine. Like if you want to go back to your original stock firmware, the only thing is the screen give you a darker screen, and the game just play fine. It just the setting here is messed up. So like for example, you want to play any game, you go to any folder, it still work. You know, your game, everything still work. It's just that this folder right here, the setting, okay, it's all messed up. Okay, it's not in a proper. It's not correct. Everything is screwed up. Okay, because we're not using Chinese. We're using English, but it's saying we're using Chinese. So this whole thing here is messed up. So that's why I don't recommend you use it. But you still could play it. You still could play all the game you want to play using your original SD card. But this is made for customer firmware. It's not really made for you to go back to your stock firmware, you know. But it still work. It just work. Just a minor glitch that's part of the reason I did not release it to you guys earlier. Is because for that reason. Okay, but the gameplay fine for the original SD card. Okay, everything's still fine. Okay, now let me close this out. So you want to put your customer firmware SD card, not the original, but your customer firmware SD card. Okay, so you want to go ahead and you could start creating the SD card first. If you don't have the cable yet to hack this, go ahead and create the SD card, get it ready, and then you pop it in, make sure it works first. And once it works, then you could start download the zip file to the SD card like I just showed you, and then you could start playing. Okay, so you can start playing your main game and all that stuff. All right, so hopefully this helped, and you guys have fun, be safe, stay home if you could, and so we can save a life. All right, and then you just go here, and that's it. All right, make sure you back up all your file, otherwise in case something go wrong, after you unzip everything, make sure you back it up, and then just go to main folder. And right now I'm working on the Neo Geo, so once Neo Geo is done, we'll put that out. I'm trying to fix all the artwork first, and then I'll be testing all the 260, I think there's only 60 full game. The other 4 are the bio, system check, and Neo Geo CD and Neo Geo .zip. So those are only the bio. And then another one is called GG-bio. Those are 4 bio that is part of the 168 file. But there's a lot of different version of the game, like Street Fighter and all that stuff for Neo Geo. So in reality, I don't think it's really that much game. But I'm going to try to get all the hack game, all the different version of it into make it all working. And if it does work, that'll be cool. All right, stay tuned for that Neo Geo stuff. I just want to get this out to you guys because I know you guys want to play with this. And those of you who are waiting for JXD hack for a long time, I apologize. That's part of the reason I didn't release it. But since it's not going to hurt to release this, with that problem, as long as you don't put in the original stock firmware, I mean, it still work. It's just kind of the system information is messed up. That's about it. But the gameplay just fine. And the customer firmware played excellent, just the same as AIW. No problem, no issue. Just play it. And then make sure you back up all your files. So if you cannot save your file, like for example, if you go to the main folder and you say on a retro right here, and you go down to the configuration and press A, and then you go to this, not the last one, but the one before the last one, and you click save. If it doesn't say save, then there's something wrong with your file. You need to back up that 3_retro. Okay, see, mine say save. So everything here is fine. All right. Okay, talk to you later. Bye-bye. Okay, the SD card did not want it to work. So, and also we have a whole bunch of stuff that I realized after getting the image together. I realized there was a lot of stuff that was missing, like the bio and all that stuff. So what I did is I went in, back up all that for you. And let's see, minimize this. I back up the bio and everything into this folder. So you have this text file right here is this one right here. So you want to open this one. You don't have to open up the README file because that doesn't really do anything. Just open up this one, JS command line, backup and restore, and then this will give you this sheet right here. Now I went and zip up the bio and zip up the port, and also this is a retro that you need to restore on your system. And anytime if you have a problem, this will fix the retro problem. It's like a backup copy to, and then this is the wallpaper that you don't have either. So I went and add 1, 2, 3, 4 extra stuff that you need to get the SD card going. Okay, so now I just need to do is open up file browser, and then we could get it going to see if we could get that fixed, the problem with the SD card. Okay, the SD card finally open up. Let's go to K drive, and what we're going to do is we're going to unzip it directly here. So I got it. I got the folder set up where you don't have to put it in a certain place. You just take this 1, 2, 3, 4 file. No, not this one. This is the burn image. 1, 2, 3, 4. This 4 file down here at the bottom. You're gonna take that, drag. Well, you're gonna drop it. You're gonna download it first. So once you download it, it's gonna be in you. I already download mine. Well, mine's over here. Let me open up a new window. Okay, so mine's already downloaded, and so I'm gonna. Once you finish download, you just need to drag and drop it. Extract here. So okay, so here are the 3 files, and so I just take that, drag it, zip, extract here. Okay, so you want to extract those 4 files into your SD card. That will give you all the bio in here in the system folder. See, it's creating all this for you. Okay, the next one we're going to do is do the core. We only have 3 core here, so we're going to put all the core down there. This was April the 16th. It's not the latest one, but it does. All the one here has been tested, so it does work. Sorry, one place. I'm gonna put on a root directory. Too much. In the root directory of your SD card, which is mine is K. Okay. So take the core, drag it, drop it, and then extract here. All right. You want to override it? Yes. Everything is going to be yes for all. Okay. Yes for all. And then the wallpaper is the one that give you the background. So you just drag it, drop it here. The last one would be the RetroArch, which will update all your setup for you and also fix the return button as well. Thanks to a guy named Max. He's the one who figured this out, and he have a YouTube channel that show you how to do it, and I'll link that for you to look at. But this one is already been fixed already, so you just have to do is take that, drag it, drop it, and extract here. Alright, so by extracting those 4 files, you want to say yes to all, you will be good to go. And we are going to test the SD card out once it's finished, and we're going to see if the game will start working. Okay, this way everything you need for the retro, everything, the game, not the game, but the only game that that we installed it from the link was the Neo Geo. Okay, not Neo Geo. I'm sorry, NEC. Okay, the only one we don't have is the PC Engine CD. Okay, but we have most of all the 4 different core that's here. So once this is finished, we are ready to go. And that's pretty much it on all the download. So I went and add those in because when I was showing you, I realized that there was a lot of stuff missing. And so maybe that's part of the reason the retro is not loading up correctly. So I'm giving you all the stuff that I have that should also fix the problem of the retro. So this is the last one that which will fix the retro. So let's just look at the code now. If you look at the wallpaper is there now. Okay. And if you look at the system folder, the core, now the core is there now. Okay. So you got everything you need to run any kind of game. All your bio is there now. Okay. Before there was nothing there when we first looked at it. All right. And then the only thing is going to be here on the thumbnail is only those 4 that we transfer. Now, if you transfer the main and the Sega CD, and then you will have more game listed. Okay, Atari or whatever. And then the playlist, you only going to have those 3, which is PC Engine and Turbo 16. Ooh, you're missing Turbo CD. Some reason did not got copy over. Let's double check the game again. Yeah, you got Turbo CD, PC Engine, but you don't have Turbo CD. Wow, I didn't know that. It's missing a playlist. I might have to we zip up this SD card because it's missing the playlist. All right, let me see if I can find it on mine. So Turbo 16, I might have to include a Turbo 16 CD because it's missing the playlist. You go check my backup. NEC Turbo CD right here. So let me copy that to my config. Retro playlist is missing Turbo CD. So all 4 of those should be working. All right, this is almost done. And once it's done, we're going to reject the SD card, and then we should be good to go. So Turbo 16 is missing this file. Okay, I'm going to copy that file into the same here. So those of you who's missing that file, you just come here and get it. That way I don't have just grab it from here. Okay, so be in the same link with the JXD Custom Firmware. There's your CD file that you're missing. Just copy into your folder, and then you should be good. All right, copy to the playlist. That's the directory for it. I'll go ahead and put that in the description as well, so you know where to put that file to. So copy that to here. Okay, so you will need to copy this physical file into this folder. Okay, then you will be good to go for the CD. Alright, everything is finished copying. I'm just going to go and reject the K drive, and then we're going to test it out.